The Nikon ZFC is simply someone's retro wife in maybe some brand new Victoria's Secret lingerie. So hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of misty morning and focus. So good, the bergamot, the zing, the zest. I don't know, just so good. I hope you're joining me this morning with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, or as I always say, maybe something harder. Depends on what part of the planet you're on. So today, the Nikon ZFC. Don't hate on that title. I know it's horrible, but bear with me. Don't judge me just yet. If you do judge me, just throw this video a thumbs down and just move on. All right, just go. It's okay. It's all right. But if not, if you like any of this content, throw it a thumbs up. That would be helpful. Other people will watch this nonsense, okay? It'll be good. It'll be very good. Anyways, before I get into it, I want to say that if you haven't downloaded my ebook as of yet, go pick it up. Go over to JCristina.com/ebook, 10 tips at making tax sharp images. There's something there for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a professional, a pro-am, or a amateur. You're going to glean something from it. There's a lot of good content in there, and it is free. Once again, JCristina.com/ebook. Also, if you haven't cleaned your sensors as of late, why not? You don't want to take out all of that smudge and smear and little pieces of nonsense in your skies in post-production. It's a waste of time. Clean those sensors. It's simple, easy. I created the Aurora Camera Care product line. There's something there for full frame, APS-C, or micro four thirds. Doesn't matter what camera you have, I have you covered. It comes with dry as well as wet, pre-moistened, so you know that you're getting the exact amount of cleaner every single time. You're not guessing. Perfect, easy, safe. Go pick them up. You can find them over on JCristina.com. Also, you can go to B&H Photo and Video or Amazon, Amazon Prime, or hundreds of mom and pops worldwide. Go check it out. Once again, Aurora Camera Care. So let's get into this Nikon ZFC. Now, like I said, the title, let's just move on past the title. We talked about the rumors about this camera about a week and a half ago, and everything that I told you guys was dead on. That doesn't happen very often, but this time it was dead on, perfectly accurate, and kind of good. I think there was like one thing that changed, two things, not much, but for the most part, really, really quite good. I want to go through the specs because I want to tell you what they are, but then also break it down to who is this for? Is this something that you would buy? How does it compare to other Nikon cameras? And why do I think that it's basically lingerie on your wife? Maybe you have a hot wife, all right? Just let's move on. So, as far as the actual camera itself, Nikon says, or they quote in saying, that it's designed to be as compact and lightweight as possible with performance you would expect from modern cameras, but with controls and ergonomics that might encourage you to slow down a bit. So yes, this is that retro vibe, retro feel, and it still has that big ass hump on the top that you'd see ever since like the 70s and stuff with Nikon cameras that people have grown to love. The hump is there, guys. That's where the EVF is housed. Mega hump. So, really nice. I think that the aesthetic is beautiful. I love retro vibe cameras. I love retro cameras. I love cameras that have tons of dials on them, that I don't have to go chimping on the back to figure out stuff. I can change the dials at the top. It's very tactile. I just like it, right? And if you like it, this could be one of the cameras that you look into purchasing. Now, what is the difference? And people have been talking about this for the last week. What is the difference, Joe, between this and a Z50? And that is what we're going to get into today because there's not much. There's not much. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, I'll let you be the judge. So let's go through some of these specs. Number one, the sensor that we said that was going to go into this camera is the exact sensor. It's the 20.9 megapixel APS-C sensor with the Expeed 6 processor. This thing has been around forever. All right, it's basically shucked out of the old DX line or possibly the Z50. Most likely the Z50, because the Z50 doesn't crop in as much. It uses the entire sensor, unlike like a D500 or something does. So most likely right out of the Z50. Now, that being said, where have things changed a little bit? Well, we'll get to that. There's not much. Starting out with the video. The video is the exact same video capabilities. It's 4K 30p or it's 1080 at 120p for slow motion. Why? It's the same damn sensor, right? So it's going to do the exact same thing. Also, when it comes to continuous shooting, guess what? It shoots at 11 frames per second at 12-bit or 9 frames per second at 14-bit. Obviously depends on your bit rate, but 11 frames per second. Guess what other camera does 11 frames per second? Yes, the Z50. Exactly the same. Interesting where we're going here, right? Interesting. Now, the lens that they are going to provide is the same lens that I said a week or two ago, whatever it was in the rumors, and it is that 16 to 50 f3.5 to 6.3 pancake lens, pancake zoom. Now this lens is pretty awesome because it does have VR, right? Which is your vibration reduction, or if you're a Canon guy, your IS, your image stabilization built into that lens. So that lens on this camera at a 16 to 50, in my personal opinion, is perfect for a vlogger. Now, remember, it will stop down automatically when you zoom in. So it will go from 3.5 to 6.3, which I hate. But if you were to shoot at 16 millimeter wide open and you're sitting down at 3.5 and it has the VR or the IS, however you want to look at it, that image stabilization, this could be a vlogger's dream setup. And I'll get into that more later on. Remember, vlogger's dream. Okay. Also, if you take a look at the top of the camera, that's where that retro vibe, that retro feel comes in, and all of those dials. You're looking at ISO, shutter speed, exposure compensation, the on-off button. You have a record button. All of this goodness, it's all tactile right there in front of you. You don't have to look away. You don't have to chimp on the back of the camera. It's all right there. Now, there's one other thing that I think that it's absolutely awesome on the top of this camera, and it really stands out. Kinda, sorta. It's tiny. It's literally the size of my pinky nail, all right? It's a tiny screen, and on that screen is your aperture setting. So if you're sitting at 3.5 in that little tiny screen, it's gonna say f3.5. That is so cool. I love that. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now, of course, this thing does not have built-in flash. Thank God. I wouldn't expect it to. And as far as the controls on the back, they're all identical, just like any modern camera, so that you can move around with your D-pad and move from side to side, image to image, and all of the stuff. Your play button, nothing really strange on the back of the camera. Now, there's one thing that's absolutely awesome that sets this camera apart from the Z50, and that is a fully articulated back panel. Wow. Wow, guys. None of this tilty tilt nonsense where it tilts down and now you can't see yourself anymore because you're holding it by a tripod or some type of gorilla pod or something doing your vlogging. Right? This thing is fully articulating. What does that mean? It flips out to you, to the side. So if you look to the side, you'll be able to see yourself. That is fantastic. That is a major, major improvement. So many people are looking for that today because there's so many people that are moving into video from photo, or they're hybrid shooters and they do both. All right, so that is really, really amazing. So if you're like a selfie addict or you are a vlogger of any kind, once again, fully articulating back panel and that VR lens that's on there, that 16 to 50, that is an amazing combination. Now, of course, the entire camera is wrapped in that faux leather. I personally like it. Some people don't. I think it's kind of cool, that faux leather type of vibe to it. Now, it's going to also come in like 6 colors. So pick your color. It's going to come in that color, all the way to like a teal. Kind of pretty. I like the teal. Don't judge. Anyways, black is good too. I have to be rough, right? Anyways, the EVF is the exact same EVF that we see in the Z50 in this ZFS. When you look inside of that big mega hump that's on the top, what do you see? You see the exact same 2.36 million dot EVF. Exact same one. They shucked it right out of the Z50. Okay? We're seeing like this pattern. We're seeing what's going on here, right? Seeing what's going on here. Now, the battery. Is this a new battery? Is it going to last longer? Nope. It's the exact same battery in what? The Z50. It is the EN-EL25. So, are you going to get the same amount of shots out of it? Your CIPA rating? Yes, 300 shots is about what you're going to get. 300, 320. Your miles may vary. Depends on temperature, a lot of other things. But figure on 300 shots. The exact same battery. Same. Shucked it once again right out of the Z50. What else did they shuck? They shucked out the card reader inside of it. What do you have? You have a single SD card, but do you have a UHS-II in this? No, you have the exact same UHS-I card. That's it. One slot, the exact same reader in it, that is all. You do not have the brand new UHS-II. They could have threw in the new one, but no. Why? It's the same camera, guys. Shh, I'll get to that. Anyways, you do have a USB-C port that you can continuously, let's say, let the camera run, perfect for vlogging or doing long form content, as well as you can charge your battery from inside the camera if the camera is off. That's the caveat that we see in quotes, which is fine. But being able to run indefinitely is perfect for like what we're doing here, long form. Okay, so that's kind of nice. Now it does have that micro HDMI port, just like in the Z50. Same, external 4K capture, yada, 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 right? Now, as far as the price, if you go and buy the body by itself, it's going to be $959. So if you buy the body with the 16 to 50, that awesome lens with VR, don't like the variable, but still great lens, especially for vloggers, it's going to set you back $10.99. And if you, instead of getting that 16 to 50, decide to go with a straight 28 2.8 lens, that'll set you back $11.99. So $9.59, $10.99, $11.99. That's the camera. That is the cost. The availability will be by the end of July. So July, let's call it last week of July. Most likely we're going to see it in North America. Now, the price difference between the Z50 is negligible. You can get the Z50 for $1,000 with that same 16 to 50 f3.5 to 6.3 VR, the exact same lens for $1,000, whereas with this new camera, you're going to spend $10.99. So figure on $99 more for getting the ZFC over the Z50. So coming all the way back around, what is the same? We see the ZFC with the exact same sensor, which is that 20.9 megapixels and the exact same Expeed processor. We also see continuous shooting at 11 frames per second on both cameras, everything identical. The video capture, same, 1080p at 120 or 4K at 30, the exact same OVF sitting in the mega hump, all right? The exact same one. The battery, the exact same one. The UHS-I card slot, the exact same one. Everything, same. The only thing that changed here is the lingerie, the skin over it, as well as that fully articulating back panel. And in my personal opinion, if someone is to today ask me, should I buy a Z50 or should I buy the ZFC? The answer is absolutely, without a doubt. If you like a retro feel, or if you don't mind a retro feel, for $99, a fully articulating back screen is amazing. Buy the damn thing. Hell yeah. In my personal opinion, the answer is hell yeah, right? So, what do you think? What do you think? Obviously, this is a new camera with all old parts. There's nothing new here besides that back panel. Everything else is old parts and a few new injection mold dials on the top, and that's it, okay? It's a skin. It is a brand new skin over a Z50 with a new back panel. That's what you're getting. But if the price was $500 more, I'd say, if you don't need that fully articulating back panel, then don't bother. But for 99 bucks, guys, 99 bucks for a fully articulating back panel, for me, it is a no-brainer. It's the exact same camera in a new body with a beautiful back screen. Period. End of story. There's a lot of people on the interwebs talking about how this is going to be most likely an older version of a DX and a lot of old parts, and it's going to be garbage, and is the autofocus going to work good and all the rest of the stuff. And those questions are valid because we don't know as of yet, right? How good is it going to be? Okay, but if it is good or as good as a Z50, it is an absolute no-brainer to pick this camera up. So, once again, what do you think? In the comment area below this video, put those comments. I want to hear from you. Is this something that you're interested in? Or is it not? I want to hear from you. And when we're done talking down here, head over to our community Discord server, our creative Discord server. Go to community.JCristina.com. Once again, community.JCristina.com. Hang out with all of us. There's hundreds, thousands of photographers, videographers, tech heads hanging out all day long. Also, if you got anything from this video, and if you want to change that thumbs down rating to a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. Throw the video a thumbs up. That would be awesome. The YouTube gods will shine their beautiful, wonderful light of encouragement and acknowledgement on this video, and hopefully tell other people about it. Anyways, if you're not subscribed to the channel as of yet, why the hell not? We have almost 600 videos, a lot of just evergreen content on here. Subscribe, and also click the little bell icon over here. That's this little thing. When you click it, supposedly you're going to get notifications when I go live or when a new video comes out. It never works. YouTube, why in the hell don't you fix it? Also, if you want to contribute to the channel, there's two ways. Some people have been asking for it, so I've done two. Number one, you can click the little join button right down here. You'll become a member. You can give $1 or $2 a month or whatever it is, and I can give you perks for doing so. Also, some people don't want to give anything to YouTube, and they just want to send me over a couple of bucks for a tea. I make my own, right? Maybe not tea, maybe something else. Anyways, you want to send over a couple of bucks? I created this link. Basically, it's jctipjar@gmail.com. It's my PayPal. You just send over a couple of bucks if you want. That would be appreciated. You don't have to, but it's always appreciated. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the years. Hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. That would be awesome. Don't forget, my book is coming out very, very soon. Sneak peek is coming out probably the next day or two. All right? I'm exhausted. I've been working day and night on this thing, and it is done. This is for you guys. You've asked for it forever, and it is, I think that is really, really quite good. Really quite good. It's how to create a digital Fort Knox, backing up your digital life. All right? And it is awesome. It is really awesome. It's going to help a lot of people out there. I know it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Anyways, sneak peek coming in the next couple of days. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe and stay healthy.